Welcome back to the Cadillac V-Series Challenge at Belle. As we said, we had a fairly truncated race due to a lot of cautions for the 7th round of the championship here. And so we're going to bring you some highlights of that event. Then it got time for the start, the GTS classes and GT, brought to you by Cadillac. And it was Randy Popst from the outside, that all-wheel drive, getting the job done. In the battle for the lead, Popst over O'Connell. And Popst had opened it up a little bit, Cal, but then O'Connell caught him quickly.
He caught him quickly, and remember, Johnny O has gone for 4 in a row here at Detroit.
Watch this moment here. Andy Lee trying to stay with that group up front. Just a little wide, clipped the wall. Another moment here. Look at the left rear corner of Mike Skeen, the Hawk Performance Nissan. Something broke in the rear suspension. He caught the tires. His day was done. And then this furious battle for 4th. Wilkins, Cunningham, and newcomer Dean Martin right in the mix with a couple of very, very talented drivers. Got the better of them all, Cal, and moved up into 4th.
He's really aggressive and very late on the brakes. Here we see traffic. Tony Gaples trying to let the leaders through. There's Popst, there's O'Connell. Then it gets too tight. Gaples into the wall.
Just sucked him into those tires and parked him. His day was done. The race gypsy there. Bob throws out the double yellows as they were around the track. On the restart, it got insane. Popst leading him away. Then O'Connell, then Sofronis in the back. Watch what happens here.
Well, look at this GTS battle. There you see Wilkins going side by side, but then there's carnage there. Nick Hassan gets into turn 1, too deep, hits his teammate, Petey Cunningham, and then there's just carnage all around him.
You see Hassan is damaged right there as he just clipped Moxlow. Moxlow gets the wall. Looks like Craig Capaldi's going to get through. Boom. Absolutely hammered there. His Wolverine machine done for the day. A couple others involved as well. It was a mess. That was a huge amount of time to get that one cleaned up. And here's one more look at it. And I think we've got one we're going to show you from real time, folks. Watch this.
Ooh. Yeah, that was like a prize fight. Some big punches there. There you see Cunningham. He gets nudged there by Nick Hassan. That turns Dane Moxlow into the wall. And then everyone else trying to take evasive action.
So we get back to the final restart, and this one looked like everything was going to be just fine. A little bit of a touch there as Andy coming through Dreesy. Close quarters racing, but everything fine. But Cal, as we got down into turn 3, Pilgrim again tried that outside pass, and Sofronis deep.
He didn't want to give it to him, so Andy goes to the outside. He gets tagged by Duncan Endy. Dreesy gets into Pilgrim, but then you see our GTS leaders. Look at Jack Baldwin, evasive action. He's on the grass. Here we're on board with Duncan Endy, really nowhere to go. Sofronis just took it in really deep, and then look at the carnage here. There's Lawson Oschenbach, the meat in the sandwich. Dean Martin is through. Watch the Kia of Mark Wilkins. He gets around Oschenbach as well.
That was a brilliant move by Dean Martin. Again, the World Challenge newbie in only his 2nd race. The caution quickly came out as they could not get Pilgrim's car moved. And as a result, Randy Popst, last year for him, this was a weekend to forget. This one may be the weekend to remember. A 2nd and a win, getting him back on track. There's O'Connell, a 1st and a 2nd at the Cadillac-sponsored event at Belle Isle. And for Dean Martin, welcome to Pirelli World Challenge.